Welcome to the Seeds of Success with R.S.R. Murthy. Who would not like to succeed? Everyone does. The important question is, does everyone work for it? It is said that less than 1% of people proactively invest in themselves, meaning few actually work towards success. Warren Buffett, when asked for his advice on what is the best investment, replied, investing in oneself. What should one do to succeed? How do we go about achieving success? These are the questions which this podcast will answer. It is rightly said that choice, not chance, determines destiny. I hope the seeds of success will help make the right choices. When I say success, our mind goes to success in our official or professional careers. While that is important, success can relate to any other aspect of life like good health, success in relationships, hobbies, or in any other area that interests us, from prosperity to peace of mind. In this episode, we will understand what a belief system is and how it impacts us. Belief system is a set of beliefs that we carry in our mind. They are thoughts that we believe to be the truth, whether or not they are. Our beliefs greatly influence our thinking, perceptions, and judgments, and can come at a huge cost if they are wrong. Our belief systems will also strengthen or undermine the achievement of our life goals. Let me share a personal example, a confession of sorts. Several years ago, as a college student, I believed that a cigarette in hand is a fashion statement. It was a sign of growing up and arriving in life, I believed. I used to even argue with a friend who was a non-smoker how much he is missing out on the happiness that comes from smoking. His cryptic reply was, "I am already happy. Why should I smoke for happiness?" For many years, I lived in this erroneous belief until I was jolted into realization one fine day. It is not that the cigarette smoking is injurious to health was not printed on the cigarette packs even in those days. As is said, information is not the same as realization. Today, seeing a large number of people smoking, I can only guess that they are driven by a similar motivation, or at best, the belief that smoking is a stress buster. In the case of smoking, this belief system is strengthened by the core ideology of cigarette companies. Philip Morris International says the right to personal freedom of choice is worth defending. In 1979, its vice chairman said, "I love cigarettes. It's one of the things that makes life really worth living." Thankfully, the company now says in its vision, mission, and values, we will be far more than a leading cigarette company. Smokers are looking for less harmful yet satisfying alternatives to smoking. We will give them the choice. A great concession indeed. Our beliefs sit in the subconscious mind. Studies by numerous cognitive scientists show that about 95% of our thoughts, feelings, emotions, decisions, and actions originate in the subconscious mind. Only 5% are said to originate in the conscious mind. The subconscious mind is hidden and we may not even realize it exists. With 95% of our life working from the subconscious mind, we are literally in a default mode most of the time, unless we take a pause and check on what our mind tells us. I asked this simple question to a couple of young managers who were also my coaches. Can you keep the smartphones away for a few hours every day? The initial answer was an emphatic no, though eventually they managed to do so after a series of coaching conversations. I guess the answer will be no different from homemakers and students. an emphatic no. While smartphones are a great invention, we all know that they are a source of physical and mental illnesses. They are also causing diminishing attention spans, that is, universal knowledge. Despite this, the indispensability of smartphones 24 by 7 for many is surprising. Believing that we can live without the smartphone for say few hours every day is a belief system that will lead to kicking the injurious 24 by 7 phone habit. Similarly, for all those who spend disproportionately more time on office work to the exclusion of other aspects of a balanced life, change begins with questioning their beliefs as regards work, career, and purpose of life in general. Our belief systems are like the operating system on our computer. We cannot run a software that is not compatible with the operating system. Our desires are like the softwares. They can be fulfilled only if our belief systems are compatible. As an example, you cannot have a belief system that being angry is good, but think of being a loving and peaceful person, or a belief system that money is bad and still prosper. Are our belief systems compatible to what we desire from life? This has to be checked constantly. If they are not compatible and we do not change them, we may be stuck in a band of perceptions which we think is the truth but is not the truth. The consequence can be an imbalance in life, like driving a car with a broken wheel. The habits of smoking or being glued to the smartphone are visibly harmful habits. We may be victims of many more such erroneous beliefs, like anger, hatred, jealousy, greed, selfishness, are good and necessary. Metaphorically, there are more invisible cigarettes that we hold in our hands. Overcoming this requires questioning the underlying beliefs. Initially, success may come only in small increments, but it is worth the effort and time. It is a question of time before we evolve better with our changed belief systems. Thank you for listening to this episode. Hope you found it useful. I will keep coming back with more nuggets of wisdom regularly. Please subscribe to my podcast. Should you like to have a one-to-one chat with me on any goal you want to work on, dilemma, or challenge you want to resolve, you can reach out to me for a coaching mentoring session on rsrmurthy4@gmail.com. I'll say it again, rsrmurthy numeric 4@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thank you.